Okay, I need to say something before we start.
That already sounds risky.
Yesterday, I tried to sound smart in English, and instead, I sounded confused.
What happened?
I wanted to say, I would like some coffee, but I got nervous and said, I would want liking coffee now.
No.
Yes,
That is not English. That is emotional damage.
exactly. And the worst part? I said it with confidence.
That makes it even funnier.
So today, we are saving everyone from that kind of pain.
Yes, because today we're talking about one small word that is very common, very useful, and sometimes a little confusing. Would.
This is OpenMic English. I'm Sam.
And I'm Maya, and today we're going to make would feel easy, natural, and real.
Not like a grammar monster.
Not like a textbook trap.
Just daily English conversation.
And before we jump in, quick reminder, if these episodes help you speak more confidently, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, because every time you come back and practice with us, your English gets stronger.
Okay, let's begin.
So first, let's relax. A lot of learners hear the word would and immediately feel pressure.
Yes, because they think it must be complicated.
But honestly, would is everywhere in real English. It's polite, it's useful, it helps you imagine things, and it helps you sound more natural.
Exactly. You hear it in cafes and offices, with friends, at home, on the phone, everywhere.
Let's start with the most common use.
The famous one.
Would like.
Yes, if you want to sound polite, instead of saying I want, you often say I would like.
For example, I would like a coffee.
I would like some water.
I'd like to ask a question.
And that little short form, I'd, is super common.
Very common. Native speakers use it all the time.
So if someone says, what would you like, they just mean, what do you want, but in a softer, more polite way.
Yes, and that matters because English is not just about meaning, it's also about tone.
Tone changes everything.
Let's imagine a cafe.
Of course, English always becomes easier with coffee.
True. Okay, you're the customer.
Fine.
Go.
Hi, I'd like a latte, please.
Sure. Would you like sugar with that?
No, thank you. I'd just like it plain.
Anything else?
Yes, I'd like a bottle of water, too.
Perfect. That's exactly how people speak.
Notice how natural that sounds. No stress, no difficult grammar, just polite English.
Now, let's make it even more real. Sometimes learners say, I want coffee. And yes, that is understandable.
But sometimes I want can sound too direct.
Exactly. Not rude all the time, but direct.
So when you want to sound softer, friendlier, or more polite, would like is a great choice.
I'd like some help.
I'd like to order.
I'd like to speak to the manager.
Okay, that one sounds a little serious.
Yes, that one usually means drama is coming.
True.
Now, another very important use of would is when we talk about imaginary situations.
Yes, things that are not real now, but possible in your mind.
For example, I would travel more if I had more money.
I would buy that dress if it were cheaper.
I would help you if I had time.
This is one of the most powerful uses of would because it helps you talk about dreams, ideas, wishes, and possibilities.
Exactly. It's very human.
You can use it to talk about the life you imagine.
I would live near the beach.
I would open a small cafe.
I would sleep for 12 hours every day.
That last one sounds like your dream life.
It is my dream life.
Let's do a fun little scene. Two friends are talking about winning the lottery.
Dangerous topic.
Very dangerous.
Okay.
If you won $1 million, what would you do first?
I would probably stop checking my bank app every hour.
Honest answer.
And then I'd buy a house. What would you do?
I would travel for a year.
Where would you go first?
I'd go to Italy.
Nice. I would just follow you because I wouldn't know what to do alone.
That is also very honest.
So you can hear it there. What would you do? Where would you go? I would travel. I'd buy a house.
This is daily conversation English. People love talking about imaginary situations.
Yes, especially fun ones.
And would is the perfect word for them.
Another common use of would is for polite questions and offers.
Yes, this is very useful if you want to sound calm and natural.
For example, would you like some tea?
Would you like to sit down?
Would you like some help?
You can also ask polite questions like, would you mind repeating that? Or, would you like me to explain it again?
These are beautiful, soft English sentences.
They sound warm.
Let's do a small home scene. You have guests.
Okay.
I arrive at your house.
Brave of you. Hi, come in. Would you like some tea or coffee?
I'd like coffee, please.
Sure. Would you like some cake too?
Yes, I would, thank you.
There you go. Smooth and natural.
Also notice that short answer, yes, I would.
Yes, that's a really useful response.
Now, let's talk about another everyday use. Sometimes would is used to talk about habits in the past.
Yes, and this one is beautiful for storytelling.
For example, when I was a child, I would play outside every evening.
My grandmother would tell us stories at night.
We would visit my uncle every summer.
This use of would gives a warm, nostalgic feeling.
Yes, it sounds soft and natural. It's not just grammar, it creates mood.
Let's do a little memory conversation.
Okay?
What would you do after school when you were a kid?
I would throw my bag on the bed and run outside.
Same.
My mother would always say, "Do your homework first."
And did you listen?
I would like to say yes.
That means no.
Yes, that means no.
I love that use. It feels personal.
It does, and it's useful for storytelling, podcasting, casual conversation, all of it.
Let's pause and make this simple. So far, would helps us in 4 big ways.
First, polite requests and polite wants. I'd like. Would you like?
Second, imaginary situations. I would travel if I had money.
Third, polite offers and questions. Would you like some help?
And fourth, past habits. When I was young, I would...
4 real-life uses. That's why this word matters so much.
Let's make it even more practical with a longer conversation.
Yes, a real-life one.
Scenario, job interview.
Oh no, pressure.
Exactly why this is useful. In formal situations, would appears a lot.
Okay, I'll be the candidate, you're the interviewer.
Good luck! Thanks for coming in today. Would you like some water before we begin?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
So, Sam, why would you like to work with our company?
I'd like to work here because your company feels professional, and I would enjoy working in a team like this.
Nice. And how would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as reliable, calm, and eager to learn.
Good. If a customer had a complaint, what would you do?
I would listen carefully, stay respectful, and try to solve the problem quickly.
Strong answer.
Thank you. I practiced in the mirror.
Honestly, it worked.
That kind of English sounds polished.
Yes, and it's not impossible. It's just practice.
Now let's do a friendship scene, because not everything in life is a job interview.
Thank goodness.
You and I are choosing a weekend plan.
Okay.
What would you like to do this weekend?
I'd like to go somewhere quiet.
Would you like to go to the beach?
I would, but it's too far.
Then what would you suggest?
I'd suggest a small cafe and a walk in the park.
That sounds nice. I would bring snacks.
Of course you would.
I always think about food.
We know.
That conversation felt so normal.
Yes, because would often appears in everyday plans, choices, and suggestions.
Here's something learners often do. They avoid would because they're afraid of making mistakes.
But avoiding it actually makes your English sound less natural.
Exactly. And honestly, the mistakes are fixable.
Let's gently fix a few common ones.
Good idea.
Mistake 1, saying, I would like coffee without a or some.
Better, I would like a coffee, or I would like some coffee.
Mistake 2, saying, would you like tea?
Yes, word order matters. Correct is, would you like tea?
Mistake 3, using would with no reason in imaginary sentences.
Like saying, I would go, and stopping.
Sometimes that works in conversation, but often you need the full idea. I would go if I had time.
Yes, complete meaning helps.
Let's do a fun, fast practice round. Just repeat naturally after us. No stress.
Ready?
I'd like a glass of water.
Would you like some help?
I would travel more if I could.
When I was younger, I would stay up late.
Would you mind opening the window?
I would love to visit Paris.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Ooh, that last one is useful.
Very useful.
Yes, because I wouldn't do that if I were you is a common way to give advice.
Exactly. It's soft advice, but clear.
Like if your friend says, I'm thinking of texting my ex at 2 a.m.
You say, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Excellent English, excellent life advice.
Both important.
Let's talk about would love for a second because people use it all the time.
Yes, instead of saying, I want to go, you can say, I'd love to go.
I'd love to join you.
I'd love to help.
I'd love to see that.
It sounds warm and friendly.
It's one of those phrases that makes your English sound more natural immediately.
Let's do a dinner invitation scene.
Good.
Hey, we're having dinner on Friday. Would you like to come?
I'd love to. What time should I be there?
Around 7.
Great. Would you like me to bring anything?
That's such a good sentence.
I know. I'm impressive sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, continue.
You could bring dessert.
Perfect. I'd love to do that. That scene is so real.
Yes, and full of useful would sentences.
Now, I want to mention something important for pronunciation.
Ah, yes, because many learners read would very strongly every time.
But in real speech, it's often softer, like I'd like, we'd go, she'd love that.
Those contractions matter. They make your English sound smoother.
So don't be afraid of them.
Use them.
Let's do one last bigger scene because stories make learning stick.
Yes.
Imagine two friends talking late at night about the future.
Ooh, thoughtful conversation.
Exactly.
Do you ever think about what your life would look like in 10 years?
Yes, I do. I think I would live in a calmer place.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like a slower life. I would work, of course, but I'd also like more peace. What about you?
I think I would still be doing creative work, but I'd love to travel more.
Where would you go?
I would start with places I've always dreamed about. Maybe Italy, maybe Japan.
Nice. And what kind of home would you like?
I'd like a bright home with big windows, books, plants, and a quiet corner for coffee.
That sounds perfect. I would visit often.
You would visit for the coffee, not for me.
That is a terrible accusation.
Is it wrong?
I would like to remain silent.
Exactly.
That conversation used would for imagination, preference, personality, plans, and warmth.
And that's why this word is so important. It gives English softness. It gives English feeling.
So let's bring it all together with one simple idea.
Go ahead.
Would helps you sound more polite, more thoughtful, and more natural.
It helps you order food, make offers, talk about dreams, tell stories, and imagine different lives.
It's not just grammar, it's real communication.
And that's the whole point of this podcast.
Before we finish, let's leave our listeners with a tiny challenge.
Yes. Today, say 3 sentences with would.
1 polite sentence,
1 imaginary sentence.
and 1 warm sentence like, I'd love to.
For example, I'd like some coffee. I would travel more if I had money. I'd love to visit that place.
3 simple lines. Big improvement.
And if this episode helped you understand would more clearly, like the video, leave a comment with your favorite would sentence, and subscribe to OpenMic English for more real-life English conversation practice.
We read the comments and we love seeing your examples.
Yes, we really do.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Maya.
Keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
And don't say, I would want to liking coffee now.
Please don't.
See you next time.